What's up guys, WatchOS 11 is now finally here. Although this update isn't as big as WatchOS 10 was, there's some improvements, some cool features that Apple has added. So in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you over 50 new features and changes that Apple added. Starting off with the biggest improvement that can be located in the Music app. You see, now in the Music app, if you tap on a song, a playlist or something like that, you can now play that song using the external speaker on an Apple Watch Ultra 2nd generation. As we are aware, the soon-to-be-released Series 10 is also able to do this. It's cool that the Ultra 2 also has this ability. However, here is an Apple Watch Series 9, which is also running a later version of WatchOS 11. But look what happens when I click on a song over here. So if I click on this track, hit play, it just requires me to connect to an external source for audio, like my HomePods or other sources like AirPods, unfortunately. So it looks like only the Ultra 2 received this. My Ultra 1 is still updating, so keep an eye on the comment section to confirm if it's also available on the 1st generation Apple Watch Ultra, but it seems like only the Ultra 2 and the Series 10 has this ability to play outside the speaker. And then for the podcast app, same thing, you can play it outside the speaker. I'm sure maybe other third-party apps will also be able to play through the speaker of your device. Now, other new changes can be located in the way you operate your watch. You see, the digital crown can now bring up your smart stacks, or if you use digital crown to go down, it will also show you notifications right here. So that's new way to control it. And if you have a double tap gesture controlled Apple Watch like the Series 9 or newer, your smart stacks can also be controlled by just double tapping. Because here's a shortcut app I just launched, I'm still able to scroll now. And then when play media on your phone, it will automatically take you to the smart stack, because here's where you could pause and play your media. And of course, you could double tap or actually click on the app itself to take you to your now playing control, where you could pause and play, skip track, as well as select to connect to a different device. Now, in terms of new watch faces, we did receive some. And the Flux is the new watch face that Apple recently added, which is kind of unique. The second is actually this little color animation you see here. But there's no complication support, unfortunately, but you can change the style and the colors as well. But as you notice, the style outline is the same thing when always on display is turned on. In addition to that, Reflections is another new watch face, which is kind of cool because it follows the position of the Apple Watch to give it like an illusion effect you can see right there. And this new watch face does support complications. You just need to switch to the circular one, and you have all these different colors to choose from. And you can add up to 4 complications on the side. And then this next watch face is the Modular Ultra, the same one that was introduced first time when we saw the new introduction for the Ultra 2nd generation, because in our bezels we now have the training load bezel information here. So nice new update on the Ultra watch face for the Modular Ultra. And then when receiving a new notification, there's now a slight update for the notification animation. And then the other new one is a new updated photo watch face we've received, which if you select it, notice it doesn't allow you to actually set it up here on the watch face customization. In fact, you need to go into your photo app either on your iPhone or your Apple Watch, and in here it'll automatically like select like a photogenic photo, select it, hit the share icon, create watch face, and it'll automatically customize it right here. But I find it's easier to customize it even further on the native phone app for the Apple Watch by selecting face gallery and select photos. Here you can choose a photo individually or a group of a collection that you like, and this will automatically select like a photogenic photo, where you can add it and then select the many different styles you like and then tap add, and you'll see it being added in no time, just like that. Now unfortunately, even though we did get 3 new watch faces, Apple did remove a couple. For starters, the Siri watch face is gone, unfortunately, as that's been replaced from the Smart Stack. See, it's not here anymore. Another watch face that was removed was the Explorer watch face. So if you have an Apple Watch with LTE, the Explorer watch face is gone. There's literally nothing for the E anymore. It just skips to F. And then the Chronograph watch face also has been removed. We're only left with Chronograph Pro and Colors. Then if you were grandfathered in with the blood oxygen sensor app, unfortunately, it is going to be removed with WatchOS 11 because I no longer have it. I used to have it, but ever since I updated the firmware update to WatchOS 11, it has now been removed as there's nothing in the B category for blood oxygen sensor anymore. And there's no word telling when Apple will re-add this or if they even can anymore. Now, exclusive features for the Ultra. Now, whenever you long hold the action button, it'll give you a quick access to quickly switch them instead of having to go into your settings to swap it from like your workout action button to like the flashlight as an example. Even supports Shazam as well now, so that's new. And Apple Pay Tap to Cash is now fully compatible on the Apple Watch Ultra. So if you're trying to complete a transaction with a stranger and they go on their device and then enter Tap to Cash and you enter the amount, you tap next, confirm with Face ID. Their iPhone will have this cool animation and they can simply just go up to your Apple Watch and tap on it. Although I am paying myself, so I'm not sure exactly if this will work or not. But there it goes. It does accept the animation, but again, since I'm setting it to myself, it's not going to go through. But this is a great method to complete transactions without knowing or having somebody else like phone number or contact information if you're just trying to send like a quick transaction between one party to the other. No need to use other third parties if you already have Apple Pay. Now with the Smart Stack, now in terms of new apps, the Shazam app is now a standard app for the Apple Watch. Once you update, you'll see the new Shazam app right here, but you still have the ability to slide to delete it if you decide you just don't need it. But it will also be available for your Smart Stack as well, because if we long hold and tap add, and you go ahead and look for the Shazam app, it now has its own tab right here, widget for the Smart Stack, where you could just simply tap on here and it'll automatically start listening to a song that's playing and recognize it all right here on your Smart Stack without having to launch the actual app. And then the Smart Stack will also support live activities as well. But if we go back and customize it, another new widget that was added is the check-in. So now you can check in with your friend or family member right here. And if you like to rearrange it or make it one Smart Stack to be pinned on here, you could just go up and hit that little pin marker. And now it will always be on top automatically. It's not going to go away. And then, of course, more third-party apps will have the ability to utilize this Smart Stack widget section as well. But the Smart Stack will automatically adapt throughout your habits automatically, very similar to the Siri watch face used to be. But if you don't like your Smart Stack to automatically adjust or adapt or automatically play, if you have media playing on your Apple Watch or your iPhone, you do have Smart Stack settings right here where you could disable the allow live activities if you don't care about seeing your little Starbucks status progress as an example. You could disable that right there. You could disable auto launch live actions as well. And in the media apps, you could disable it too if you don't want it to automatically pop up like I was telling you earlier. So if I disable this and go on YouTube as an example, and I start playing like a YouTube video, my watch face is still right here where I last left off. And I could go back and tap on top if I want media control or not, like how it used to be. And of course, you could go back in Smart Stack and reverse to it. Reverse it if you don't like it. Or you could go in more detail and just select off in general. So it's cool that Apple gave us this a little bit of customization right here. Now, in terms of new settings, if you have a household filled with a bunch of other Apple Watch users, because if you go in settings and go into the sound and haptics and go down, we now have ringtones for custom ringtones for incoming calls, tech tones, new message, calendar alerts, reminder, or default alerts. And you could preview them right here. So this is the default one we're used to. You can swap it with focus. Here's how jungle sounds like. Nighthawk, transmit, swirl, win up, and wonder. Unfortunately, no support for third-party ringtones if you like to import some third parties from your iPhone. Not yet. Maybe in the near future, Apple can finally add this, but this is a long-awaited requested feature. I'm happy to know that we can now create or have our own custom ringtone options. And then another new app that was added is the Vitals. Here it is. And fun fact, the Vital definitely does take its inspiration from the old school Series 1 Apple Watch stainless steel heart rate sensor, because the two are almost identical, which is kind of awesome. Cool little Easter egg right there. And this is supposed to show you your vitals from the past 7 days. as this allows you to show your most important health metrics at a glance, all in one app. Because if you scroll down, you can see different categories for respiratory rates, your wrist temperature, your blood oxygen percentage, sleep duration, and even your train load. And it monitors all this all at once and will notify you if you're slacking, you're not performing ideal as you typically would in the past 7 days. And then the white line, so if you have like a hard time, you didn't sleep well and such, this is where you could go and backtrack and see if it's not a bad habit that your body is starting to get into. But for this to work properly, you need to sleep with your Apple Watch for 7 days so it could gather data. And this also includes your wrist temperature as well. And then another new app that received a massive improvement is the fitness app, the activity app basically. Because all the way on top, now if you tap on the rings, you have the option to finally change your goals, your calorie goals right here off your wrist without having to go on your iPhone. You control it all right here on the Apple Watch. In addition to that, if you see right here, you can now pause your rings too. So if you get injured, you're sick, you could pause it for the day until Monday, October, or create a custom schedule all right here off your wrist. So if you're recovering from something, you could just enable this so you don't lose your sprees. And then on top right here, this little icon with the ball, when you click on here, this is going to take you to your training loads. And this is going to monitor your last 7 days. And the white line is your past 28 days. Now, I'm on a 88% below spree due to the fact that I recently got injured last week. So I haven't been hitting the gym as hard as I used to, but hopefully next week I should be 110% back and I'll be able to bring that up back to 88% positive. And this information is all coming from your like workout loads from all the previous workouts you did, including all day as well. You could select the little segments if you like to categorize depending on the workouts you were doing. Because now if you go into the workout app, also receive a couple improvements as well. So if we scroll down and launch the workout app, if we scroll to this page over here, there's now a new check-in ability to let your spouse, girlfriend, friend, family member to know that you like arrive at the destination safe. So like if it's your gym, you would just click here and then just send to check in with the individual you have selected. And then if you like to change between somebody else, just tap on the profile picture right there and you'll see their contact information, select them, and then that's how you can change between another person to check in with. And since we're still on the topic of workouts, if you scroll all the way down to like open swim as an example, if you tap these little dots, you can now set a distance for pool swim. But if we scroll all the way down and go to add workout, we got another swim workout as well added, and that is open water swim right here. And then if you have like smart locks or something like that in your household, the Apple Watch is now able to unlock your deadbolt as you approach your door all automatically now. So you don't have to go on your Apple Watch and manually unlock it anymore, or tap if you're using the Apple Wallet. In addition to that, the sleep app can now automatically detect when you're taking a power nap, so you don't have to manually go in Control Center and tap and focus and select sleep. Now it actually does it automatically. In addition to that, whenever sleep mode is enabled and you cover up your watch, remember when before you had to hold on the digital crown to wake it up? Now you no longer have to do that. You can just simply tap once on a digital crown. The watch is still in sleep mode, but you have the ability to like reply to a text message or see what's going on and then begin sleep tracking. Also, my apologies because I just now noticed that my Series 9 Apple Watch still has the blood oxygen sensor measuring app. It seems like the Series 9 and the older Apple Watches will still maintain the blood oxygen sensor, but I think the reason why it's gone on my Apple Watch Ultra is all due to the fact that the Apple Watch Ultra 2nd generation is still being produced brand new from Apple. It's not obsolete because the only update for the Apple Watch 2 is a new black color option. So Apple Watch 2nd generation owners, unfortunately, we do lose the blood oxygen sensor app, but let me know in the comment section if you still have it. I'm not sure. I just know I had it on this one and now I lost it. The calendar app also received an update because now your reminders are all mixed together in your calendar app. So if you have a reminder going off, you'll see it right here in your calendars now. Then the timer app also received a stealth update because now when you click on it, the UI has also been slightly redesigned. As previously we had a bunch of dots on our clocks, now it's just solid colors. And it's in night mode now too, dark mode. And same goes for stopwatch too. It's also now in dark mode, where previously it was like bright white. In terms of complications, they also removed the now plain complication, unfortunately, for media control, as I don't see media here anymore like it used to be, or the now plain. Yeah, it also has been removed, unfortunately. Then the translation app is also updated as well. Now it's more consistent than ever before, because if I switch to Spanish and English and I ask it something in Spanish, yo tengo hambre. I'm hungry. It's correct. It translates immediately, and of course you could bookmark some of your favorite languages. But if you tap this little dot, you could adjust the speed, autoplay translation, voice output, download another language, and you have quite a bit of a selection as well, including Mandarin, Dutch, English, French, German, and etc. Feel free to pause it if you want to see the rest, and hopefully in the near future Apple could add a lot more. Then if you're a female, the Cycle app also received an update as well, as now it can not only track just your menstrual cycles, but can also now track your pregnancy as well. But unfortunately, another feature that was removed, it was night shift. Before, we had the ability to go night shift mode by verbally requesting Siri to shift to night shift, because if we do it now, shift watch to night shift.
Night shift isn't available on this Apple Watch.
Apple stealthily removed that hidden feature, now that everybody knew about it last year. Now, in terms of new workout settings, we did receive one. If we select a workout app on the iPhone, there's now a new precision start. And this allows you to start your workout without a countdown after selecting a workout. Just simply swipe left and tap start, or press the action button and you're all set. But right above that, you'll see the check-in reminders. You can enable it or disable it if you don't have anybody to check in with once you're done with your workout or once you start a workout. If you decide you just don't like seeing the little check-in section right here whenever you start a workout. And when you end your workout and you tap end, this is where you can rate your effort. Sometimes by default, the Apple Watch will do it, but you always have the ability to manually select it yourself from easy to moderate, hard, or all out. And once you select it, you're always able to go back and select a workout and re-edit it if you like to go back and adjust them from some of your old workouts, and then just check mark to confirm. And then again, double tap actually is a nice little tool to quickly see your heart rate zone or the calories you burn if you want to quickly hands-free change between the different quick windows. I've noticed I've been using that a lot lately. And lastly, offload maps. With Apple Maps is now fully compatible on the Apple Watch. To set it up, simply launch the Map app. And on the very bottom where you see your profile picture, click on here. And then just click on Offload Maps. Here, you could download and set a new offload map. And once you select one and download it, on the bottom right here is where you'll check mark Sync with Apple Watch. And then next time when you have your Apple Watch on the charger, it will then send your offload map from your iPhone and copy it to the Apple Watch internal storage. So you'll have access to those offload maps without having to have a phone nearby or LTE. You'll just solely be reliant on the offload map that's saved and the built-in GPS from the Apple Watch you're using. But now back here where you click on your profile, you see this menu typically. On the very bottom where it says 23 places, 2 guides, and 0 routes, click on here. And in here is where you want to go to create custom routes to also store them on your Apple Watch. So by selecting a route right here, create a new route. There's a little screen right here guiding you how to create one. So I'm just going to create one real quick. I'm just going to follow this dirt trail. Tap on the map. There's the start point. And we're just going to tap right here to end it. And you'll see additional information about the route right here. You can reverse it. You could do out and back or do an endless loop. And then hit save. And then you can offload that map. Name it. So I'm just going to call it test. Tap done. And this will also be automatically saved on the Apple Watch once you dock your Apple Watch to the charging puck, and it will save it all automatically. So you can actually go off the grid with just your Apple Watch and just follow the route. And to have access to it, it's as simple as simply just launching the Apple Map app on your Apple Watch and hit the magnify glass and then go down and tap more. and go all the way to the very bottom, you'll see routes. And this is where you can see your custom routes that you created right here and start tracking. So there you guys have it. Those are all the cool things that Apple added recently for WatchOS 11. Let me know in the comment section which one of these features was your favorite. Now, if you'd like to watch more, maybe see a more in-depth video on what's new for Apple CarPlay, I covered that right over there because there's actually quite a few. Aside from the new wallpaper they added, they also added some new nifty voice control abilities and so much more. Definitely check it out right over there if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching.